This is it then, the final meeting of the season at Happy Valley, meeting number 88, and the results are final racing to win for the season as well. Great to have your company as we'll focus in on a couple of the key races on Wednesday night. I'm Andrew Lejeune. Please say I'm joined by our form analyst Paul Lally and race caller Tom Wood as well. Tom, we'll go out with a bang. Something for everyone. We've got Class 5s, 4s, 3s and 2s too. Yeah, the extended rating bands for those Class 2 races, Andrew, the last race, an absolute ripper. There's probably only maybe one or two horses that you could possibly leave out there, but all the rest I think have got a shot. It's that sort of race. Horses like Golden Dash, Sparkling Dragon last winner, When You Believe, Super Winner, Family Folks, War Weapon, really good race to round out the season. It certainly is, Paul. And we had a decent triple trio jackpot on the weekend at Charterton, and hopefully punters will get amongst it again on Wednesday night. Yeah, there's three good jackpots actually. 2.1 million going into the triple trio jackpot, so that should get up to about 7 million. There's 2.3 going into the 6-up win bonus, that should get up to about 6 million. And there's 900,000 going into the last double trio, the third double trio, which is on the last two races of the season. All right, we'll get into that in a bit more detail in due course. We're going to be looking at two of the later races on the programme, races 7 and 9. But before we look at those, let's head out to track work as Tom caught up with this year's champion trainer, Casper Fownes. Casper, 2021 season champion trainers. We stand here with 79 wins. Your fourth trainer's title, your first since 2013-14. How does it feel to be back on top?
Yeah, it feels great. Very happy with the result this year. We've worked hard for it, and yeah, I'm very happy with that. Where does title number 4 rate on the title list so far? Yeah, it was up there. I mean, it was a hard-fought battle. We won a lot of big races this season. Hit the numbers, first, seconds and thirds, so it would have been a bit heart-wrenching if we didn't get the winning result. But the horses have raced, they've been up all season, they've raced really well, so I'm very happy with the result. You landed the Derby this year with the Sky Darcy, no doubt one of the highlights, but what else has been a significant moment, you think, through this season? There's been a few, mate, but Skyfield getting to where I think he's going to get, getting close to 120 mark, and still got some improvement in him. For me, the highlight was Southern Legend winning with 133. I mean, he's turning 9 next month, and you don't do that with horses in Hong Kong. Getting to that age and giving young horses weight. It was a dominant performance. He's still really well in himself, and I was very proud. That was a big day for us. You've also had a lot of horses come through the stable as recruits from other stables. How much of an important part have they played to your success this seahave Yeah, it's been good. We've got a few stable transfers in that won a few races for us, which was always good. We have the ability to bring horses in that we have a chance to get them to perform a bit better, which is always good in Hong Kong because, like anything, it's a change of environment. And horses are like people, if you go from one stable to another, some of them can really thrive, and if you're lucky enough to get one or two of those that can do that, it's quite a good result for the team. You've unveiled horses like Killer Bee and Master Fay as well through the season. Who are you most looking forward to seeing step out next season? Who excites you the most? Probably Killer Bee. I mean, he's still raw, he's still untapped. He's doing it at 1200. There's no reason why he's not going to make into a proper horse once we step up his trip as well, So he could be quite exciting because he can reel off some big sectionals, and he's put up some awesome performances this season, so he could only improve. How does Casper Fownes and the stable celebrate the success of this year through the off-season? Oh, well, we'll be having a few celebrations, We've all worked hard this year, all the trainers, jockeys, everyone, no one's been away. So we all deserve a nice break. I'll spend most of it with my family, enjoy, and I'm just looking forward to getting some downtime. We haven't stopped all season. It's been a long one. But we're in the racing world where we've worked with horses, so, we live close by, so we're here every day with them. And this summer will be the same. We'll still come in and see them all the time. So looking forward to just getting a few days R&R with the family. It's been a great season for Casper. Tom, good interview as well, but underlined by the fact not just the numbers this year, but it was the quality as well, outlined with some of those big winners, and including the big one, the Derby. Yeah, the Derby with the Sky Darcy, Skyfield, to Southern Legend, Unleashing Killer Bee, horses like Master Fay, and he said plenty of recruits like Hall of Champ who've done a good job for the season as well, and he'll be looking to kick on. I think he's got a strong book here Wednesday night. Yeah, so 79, he sits on
Paul, at the moment going into the meeting, there's every chance he could add to that and get well into the 80s.
Yeah, look, he's got a really good a really good amount of runners on Wednesday night. Plenty of good chances. You never forget your first, but I think this one will be special, winning the Derby this season.
Certainly will be. All right, let's head into the meeting, which is meeting number 88 of this season. We're on the B course for the 9 races. Kept up with a couple of Class 5s. We finish off with 2 Class 2s. Now, these are the races we're going to focus on today. The later ones are Class 3 over the 1,000 metres, and the final event is a Class 2 over the 1,200. So, the lineup for race set number 7. 1,000-metre dash here, headed by B, ready for Frankie Law and Chad Schofield. He's won here over the 1,200 metres. That was back in March. High Rise Soldier, Vincent Ho from Barrier 3. Metro Warrior, very consistent for the Hay stable this season. Blake Shin will ride him. Storm Warnings for Jerry Chow, of course, in that battle with Vincent Ho for the Tony Cruz Award. Brilliant Fortune for Casper Fowles and Joe Marrero. The blinkers go on there. We've got a first starter, Sky Forever for Manfred Manhart. Concord's been consistent, gets the wide gate. Resolute off the all-weather, and down to Sparkling Light, who'll jump from barrier number 2. Does have speed, so that will suit him. All right, let's have a look at the speed map first before we dive into this one a little bit more deeply. And as far as the pace is concerned for this one, Tom, we've got Storm Warnings, Metro, or even Sparkling Night off the low draw might kick on.
Yeah, he's a horse that's gone forward in the past, certainly is Sparkling Night. Storm Warnings is interesting because he does wear the blinkers here for the first time. He has worn the blinkers overseas, but Metro Warrior, Paul, he's a pretty consistent horse and he's likely to put himself into the race, I feel, for Blake Shin from gate 6.
Yeah, he definitely will, won't he? And he should be right there, either leading or trailing Storm Warnings if he wants to go on with those blinkers up. Storm Warnings does race ungenerously sometimes, so the blinkers might be a good thing for him. I think Sparkling Night and Brilliant Fortune will get perfect runs just in behind. Quadruple Double, now he caught the eye last start coming from the back. It'll be interesting to see where he ends up because he has led in the past.
He certainly has. There is a newcomer in the race, that's Sky Forever. His gate speed in his most recent trial was just okay.
All right, so he's sitting back at the back of the pack at the moment. All right, we'll get into the races in a second or so. Let's start off, though, with Karis Teeton. He'll ride Wild West Wing.
Karis Wild West Winger, a last start winner who's back up in grade again. What did you make of his performance there?
I thought it was a good win. Of course, we've seen him when he ran to the front and he just keeps going. And last time, of course, with a fast pace, he decided to get a nice cover. And I was surprised actually the way he recovered and he picked up that last 100 to 50 meter. It showed that he still got some interest in it.
He didn't look like he was the quickest away out of the gates, but as you said, he got himself into a good position after that.
Yeah, you could say that he's got, of course, maybe he doesn't have that same speed that he used to have when he started, but he still got some natural speed. I just thought there was a few chasing to the lead last time, and I just decided to sit on him and get some cover. But like I said, I like the way when he got the clear run, he put his head down and he kept fighting on.
He's drawn awkwardly though, gate 12. Can he overcome that?
Yeah, of course, that's the question mark. But he's a horse that got experience over the 1,000 meter. Sometimes when you're on the outside there, you can have luck where you can get a split when they go fast. And I do hope that they will stretch a bit and I could get a split.
What about his recent barrier trial? He looked to move pretty well on the all-weather the other day.
Yeah, he's in good form. Of course, Mr. Size have him in good form at the moment. So I do hope I can get one more out of him.
All right, so here he is then, Tom, Wild West Wing. We're watching him out of the gates for this particular win. Can he do it again up in class?
I just wonder about up in class. I know he has placed in this grade in the past, has Wild West Wing, but you can see after missing the start a little bit there, he got himself into a pretty handy position, was able to muster some speed, ridden along a little bit, but was able to get into that nice position there. But look, I just wondered about the up in class, Paul, maybe with the lightweight that can assist, but it was gate number 12 that did pose a little bit of a negative for me as well.
Yeah, because he got the perfect run, as you said, and you could see that. He was just behind all that pace. He came out at the right time and won nicely. He's not going to get a similar run from barrier 12, so look, I haven't included him up in grade.
Okay. That's Wild West Wing. That does bring winning form to the table. Metro Warrior is just a model of consistency, Paul. Brilliant Fortune, his time is surely going to come, and Sparkling Night one to consider.
Yeah, look, I both think Metro Warrior and Brilliant Fortune are very good going into this race. Both got a really good chance. Metro Warrior has been very consistent, as we see here once again. Now, Brilliant Fortune, blinkers on for the first time and the hood on for the first time, I think is really going to suit him. I think he's going to get a really good run from barrier 4.
Absolutely, I've got him on top. I think he's going to be really tough to beat. He's shown he's got some quality about him. Blinkers hood there. Metro Warrior, I've heard from Zach Purton in the past about him. He's just a horse that doesn't really want to get his head in front.
All right, one more race to have a look at, though, and that is Heart Conquered. Hasn't been done any favour as far as the draw is concerned. So what of his chances, Tom, and Smart Leader as well?
Yeah, well, Heart Conquered in gate number 11. He jumped well. He was up outside the leader. I thought he stayed on well enough, but he was no match for the winner, Harmony Fire. He looks pretty smart. I didn't quite get him in, Paul.
I got him in on a minor line because, look, he does get back anyway. He did draw 10 2 starts ago and ran on nicely enough there for 4th. So I think ridden back would probably suit him anyway.
All right, as you'd expect, very competitive contest this one, Paul. Do you think we saw the winner amongst those replays?
I think we did. I think Brilliant Fortune with the headgear on, he goes on top. The 6 to beat the 2 High Rise Soldier. Now that horse has been very consistent all season as well, as has Metro Warrior and Heart Conquered in there for 4th. So 6, 2, 3 and 8.
Brilliant Fortune on top of me. He has put on 23 pounds since that last start out, but I think the gear changes will work. The Oracle this time round with the Brilliant Fortune. Metro Warrior, very hard to leave out. I think Be Ready might be able to do something. He had a tough run last start, and Storm Warnings with the blinkers on. So 6, 3, 1 and 5.
Brilliant Fortune for me as well. I think it's take the world of beating with the headgear change. If Heart Conquered had drawn better, if he can overcome that wide barrier, I think he's a player as well in race number 7. Right, part 2 of the show, we're going to look at the final race of the season, race number 9. Paul will take us through all 9 races, hopefully find the winners. We've got all the best bets as well. That's still to come. The final race of the season then is the final race we'll look at here. Race number 9, 835 it is for the campaign. A Class 2 over the 1200 metres and very competitive as well. Field headed by Golden Dash, who's a winner over course and distance in this class. That was back in November, though. Mr. Croissant's a 5-time winner over the trip. All those wins have come at Shartin. Sparkling Dragon comes up in class for a last start win. Igniting was behind McLucky last time out, as was Loving a Boom, also up in class. When You Believe, brought I'm a Single Man at Shartin last time up in class. Super Winner up in class down in trips. Had a good season at Shartin. Family Folks, a last start course and distance winner, also up in class, as is War Weapon and Baby as well. With this being a 70 to 90 ratings band. So very competitive end to the night and end to the season as well, as we have a look at the speed map for this final event as well, Tom. Race number 9, the Sports Road Handicap. Who are the key runners to look out for here? Yeah,
we'll be looking at 4 horses like Igniting and Family Folks. Now, Igniting didn't go forward last time out, but certainly has gone forward in the past. And Family Folks might be able to get handy from gate number 11. If he doesn't go forward, he might get caught in no man's land. Super Winner should be on the inside there. He actually took a trail last time out, Paul. Another one that might be handy after that good win last start is Sparkling Dragon.
Yeah, I think he'll get a really good run, Sparkling Dragon, and as well Super Winner. I wouldn't be surprised Super Winner just kicked up on the inside just to make it a little bit harder for Igniting. And the other one that could come into the calculations is Golden Dash. He's drawn wide, but he has in the past gone forward as well. So if he's going to be a 3-line wide line, you might as well be on the pace.
And he's a horse that does go well fresh. He looked good in his recent barrier trial with Harry Bentley aboard Golden Dash.
All right, so again, some possible variation there as far as the speed is concerned. Before we have a look at a couple of races, let's go back and hear from Casper, chatting again with Tom about his runner in this one, War Weapon.
War Weapon going around the 9th race, a Class 2 race over 1200. Another one from the stable that's taking advantage of the rating band. What sort of impressions he made since stood in the yard?
He's a serious horse. He's still not there yet. You know, he's finding the heat in Hong Kong really hard. So he's struggling with that a little bit. He's still got a long way to go, but what he did the time he ran second, reeling off that 21.8, was a magic closing sectional. And the type of horse I think next season is a good chance to get to triple figures, you know. So off 71, even though it's his first time at the Valley, he's got the soft gate in gate 1. It's going to be tough to get round there, but the gate 1 will help him. Ability-wise, he's got what it takes, but I think we'll see the real horse probably in 6 to 8 months' time.
He had a real tough run last time out, 3 wide, no cover. Has he come through that okay?
Yeah, he did. It was unfortunate. You know, if we'd got the soft run that day, he would have run really well. And considering where he was, he still was pretty impressive at performance, beating 2.5 lengths.
All right, sounds like whatever he does then on Wednesday night, he's certainly a horse to look forward to for the future and next season. Big hopes for him. Let's have a look at him in actual facts, Tom. This is with Super Winner as well. Interesting them dropping him back in trip. Super Winner just tucked in behind at this stage, the grey. He ultimately finishing in 3rd place. War Weapon out here, he runs 5th, and Baby ultimately drops out to run at the tail of the field.
He certainly does. He's stepping up here with the extended rating band as well as Baby. It was a pretty game effort, I thought, from War Weapon last time out. Of course, he let rip with an enormous sectional going back 2 runs ago when in behind Dublin Star. He really came home hard on that occasion, 21.9, but couldn't get in last time out. And look, Super Winner, Paul, he's no stranger to the Valley. He's yet to win there, but look, he's turned his career right around.
He has. He did so many things wrong as a younger horse. He had his head up, and he just doesn't do that anymore. He's been really consistent. They're dropping him back to 1200. I think he's better over the 14, the way we've seen him this season.
Yeah, he's all about rhythm, Super Winner. Whether he finds that in front or just in behind, if you can just get him rolling along nicely. I said whether the 1200, I think Paul might be right, the 14 might suit him better, but we'll see. When You Believe has looked like he's shaping up into a nice horse as well. Paul, run good second to I'm a Single Man last time.
Yeah, it was a nice run here. Look, he's coming to Happy Valley here for the first time as well, When You Believe. But I think he's a horse that will suit Happy Valley. He's sort of an on-pace runner. He won't lead this one, but he won't be too far away. Look, he went clear here and looked the likely winner, didn't he? But he got run down late. So, look, I've definitely included him.
He had a good run behind the speed. He travelled into it strongly, as we could see there, and then just got headed late there by I'm a Single Man, who ran well at the weekend. Of course, drops a god there on the inside. So hard to knock the way he's been going. Hasn't had a trial at the Valley, but I don't think it'll concern him too much.
Yeah, so the form stands up perfectly, doesn't it? Those 3 have pulled clear. Drops a god wins. I'm a Single Man runs well in a good race next time out. And When You Believe, I think he's another big chance of winning, or certainly running a place as well. Well, we take this one from the start, and the 2 horses we're focusing on is the ever-consistent Loving a Boom. He's off the inside gate here. But the other horse to note, Tom, is Igniting out of barrier number 3. They run 3rd and 4th respectively.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on Igniting here in gate number 3, because he was a little bit slow. You could see him just trying to lean on the inside partition of the stall there, and in the end missed it. So he wasn't able to find the front, but I think he will be up there challenging for the lead this time round. He's been okay at the trials again since, and of course Loving a Boom, Paul, doesn't get his head in front very often, but he's very consistent. Yeah,
10 seconds for Loving a Boom, just the 1 win, but he has 10 seconds. He always hits the line nice. He gets the claim with Jerry Chow aboard as well. And Igniting, yeah, like everything sort of went wrong for him, and he did finish 4th here from barrier 3. If he can ping out okay, which he has done in the past, then he's going to be right in the race as well.
Could see Loving a Boom there on the fence. He never gave it away, so again it was a pretty solid run from him.
It certainly is. And Family Folks, last start winner as well. This was just last week. Backing up again here, Tom, for Michael Chang.
Yeah, certainly is, and he dropped 17 pounds since this win, going back to last Wednesday. Slightly more awkward draw. He had 9 last start. He's got 11 here. He got caught wide midfield, but he got up in the shadows quite nicely over the final stages. Just thought maybe Paul a little trickier from the wider draw again.
Yeah, wider draw, and he's found a hot race, isn't he? There's so many chances in this race. So, look, he is running well at the moment, but he didn't quite make my numbers.
Yeah, beating Rhapsody there, but this is definitely a tougher race from a tougher draw. But he's a horse in form and wouldn't want to rule him out completely either. That's Family Folks. So, hot race to finish the night. Paul, what are your thoughts?
Well, I thought Sparkling Dragon might get the best run in the race. He's a last start winner as well. He's right up in the rating, so he's right at the peak of his rating, but he's just going so well at the moment. So, look, I wanted to take a chance with him, Sparkling Dragon on top. When You Believe, coming here for the first time, he's got overcome barrier number 7, but I think that's not a bad problem for him. War Weapon's got the perfect barrier 1 coming to the Valley for the first time, and Igniting from the front. If he pings and gets to the front, he's a hard horse to get past. Good race to finish. 4, 8, 11 and 5.
I really like War Weapon with gate number 1 here in the last race. I think he can run a big race for Casper Fownes to round out a great season. So he's on top ahead of Sparkling Dragon. When You Believe makes it in. Igniting's in there as well. I would be also paying close attention to Golden Dash. He's got a good first up record. He's just drawn awkwardly. And another one that's had a good season without winning is All in Mind. He's been running in some strong race and hasn't quite been able to get there. So 11, 4, 8 and 5.
You make great arguments for all your runners there. You've missed the winner, though. It's obvious, isn't it? Loving a Boom. Down in weight. Good draw. Here we go. Good race to finish, though, the programme. 9 races all up. Paul, who are the standouts for you?
Well, I think Casper's going to have a really good night. I've got 4 of his runners on top here. Perfect to play there in race number 1, Ice Legend in race number 3. They've good chances. Land Power, I think, will run a race with the Apprentice Claim, and Brilliant Fortune with blinkers on for the first time. I think that those 4 have all got good chances. Island Shine, I think, has got a really good chance from his position there. I think he's found the right race as well. So looking forward to it. I think another one is Helene Wisdom Star. Now, he's going to carry the lightest weight he's carried for a long time. He is up in grade with that expanded rating band, but I think he can run a bit of a race as well.
All right, and don't forget, if you go to the website hkjc.com, audio video section, there you'll find the video preview for each of those 9 races. But of those 9, Paul, who was the best bet?
I'm going to go with one of Casper's there, which is Ice Legend. I think Ice Legend looks really well placed here. Joe Moreira will jump aboard. He's only had the 3 starts, blinkers on for the first time, and I really like him there in race number 3. So race 3, number 3, Ice Legend is the best. And we're going to take a chance here with Helene Wisdom Star. Just the fact he's only have to carry 124 pounds, he's got a good draw. Again, he meets a tough race. It's a 70 to 90 race, but let's see if Neil Cullen can go out with a bang. So race 8, number 9, Helene Wisdom Star. We'll do the play an Ice Legends race. Ice Legend, Amigo Skiggle, and the well-rated Loris. 3, 4 and 6 QQP.
I'll double your 1 Founds best bet into 2 Founds best bets. Race 7, number 6, Brilliant Fortune to break through here over 1,000 metres. Blinkers Hood, I think they'll be key. Gate 4 should get a perfect run, Joe Moreira. The Valley Red Impact has been held up in his last couple of runs. Red Impact from the David Hayes Barney, running well in his last few. So watch out for him. He's drawn nicely for Vincent Ho, gate number 2. And the play with Brilliant Fortune as the banker. Time up with Be Ready, Metro Warrior and Storm Warnings.
All right, we'll save the best to last. See if we can go out in a blaze of glory with Loving a Boom. And Jerry Chow, possibly, this might be the one that wins the Tony Cruz Award for him as well. He's drawn well. He drops in weight. That's the key for him. An indicative, though, up in class, but gets a draw. Barrier 1 for the informed Harry Bentley. Won a feature race on the weekend. Should be a nice each-way price in the play. Loving a Boom, When You Believe, and War Weapon to bring us home. That is it then. Or it will be after Wednesday night. That's it for Racing to Win as well. Tom, it's been a great season all round.
Yeah, it certainly has. We've seen great performances right through with Joe Moreira taking out the Jockeys Championship, Casper Founds, the trainers, and well, the Golden Horse, Golden 60.
Yeah, he's keeps going, doesn't he? Golden 60, so it's been great to see him. Like Sky Darcy winning the Derby, and also the other Sky Field, both those Sky horses going through the grades. All
right, the Champions Awards on Tuesday night. You'll see that on the website. But that's it. Happy Valley tomorrow night. We'll see it again on in September, but hopefully we'll see you at Happy Valley when we will be racing to win.